Hello everyone, I am Sharan, Assistant Professor of CSC and Faculty Coordinator of SRU Cloud and DevOps Student Club. Today I'm totally giving hands-on tutorial of AWS VPC and BOTO3. And AWS VPC is coming into the category of networking it's a resource. So cloud computing is all about having resources, renting like some vendors like Amazon Web Services so that we can host our applications in a much more scalability and secure manner. Let's see. And why we are learning cloud so that we're going to have we're going to do this kind of cloud engineer and DevOps engineer, these kind of jobs. So, what do you mean by AWS Web Services? I mean, Amazon Web Services. It's like if you humans need home as well as the home provides all the utilities, right? Utilities like water, electricity, and all these things. So, just like how humans need these kind of things, as applications need some resources as well, so that they can run properly. Like applications need like computation power, their storage power, networking power as well, databases, right? These are the four basic things. Those make sure whatever the business use case, whatever the application, even robotics and whatever you think, you can just host them using Amazon Web Services, because Amazon Web Services provides all these four things. Okay, right? So companies usually they're just renting that cloud space. The cloud space meaning that it provides all these four things: computation, storage, databases, and networking. Today's concept is all about networking, right? So why we need to total renting them, so that we don't need to maintain that much, so that we just pay whatever we use, right? It's just like whenever the traffic is up, we just scaling up our resources. Whenever the traffic is down, we just scaling down the resources, so that we just pay. There are no that much idle resources, right? That's cool compared to on-premises data centers, right? So here, cloud service models, how the businesses are totally leveraging these renting the resources in terms of three ways: infrastructure as service, platform as a service, software as a service. So what do you mean by infrastructure as a service? Here it's like having your own computers. So whenever you got the computers, you need to install your operating systems and etc. I mean, related to the applications and patches and all the things, right? So there is a little bit of complication is also there, but most of the time developers don't have the time and don't, I mean, they don't need to spend that much of time to learn, because whenever you get into this kind of thing, so you need to have a lot of grip on it to have maintaining all this infrastructure, right? So at that point of time, the businesses, directly the developers only need platform as a service. Cloud AWS provides that. Okay, some people they don't need infrastructure as a service, but whenever you need infrastructure as a service, you have a bit control, because you can tweak this and that, you can configure, right? But in platform as a service, it's like a managed service. You just you I mean, AWS provide doing every heavy lifting, all the heavy lifting for you. You just using it, right? It just they're just giving it like we call them AWS managed services. So just in terms of like databases, you just need to install, you need to do all the things, right? But AWS managed service as a database as a service, you just use them. You don't need to think about underlying factors, all those things, because they are platform as service. As well as I can give another example like Amazon Beanstalk is also a good example in terms of platform as a service. And lastly, software as a service, we can say that model also sometimes business need, they don't need, even they don't want to maintain all these infrastructure, they don't even want to maintain this platform as service. Okay, they just directly, they just want it, they just deploying whatever, they just like they use it, they even don't deployment, some they directly tailor-made application is available, they're just using it. Like a Salesforce, all these things, they're just there. We're just using, the business is using them. They don't care about the developing or at all. Okay, not only Salesforce, I'm thinking like for users client point of view, like Google Docs. We simply you go there, we just type it. Even we don't need to type like control S also, like directly it is saving whenever you are on the world. Whenever you go, you just with your Google credentials, you just sign up, and you just log in, and you just type it all the things, right? So that is a software service, very convenient, right? So just whenever you are going like this with this picture, you understand everything. Whenever you are in the infrastructure as a service, so you're dealing with your virtual laptops somewhere around the globe, and AWS provides from their data centers. You just configure your own operating systems, but you have a little bit of control over there about your resources, all the things, right? In terms of computation, databases, networking, storage. But whenever you're coming into the, convenience is a bit less, right? In terms of infrastructure as well. Whenever you're coming into the platform as a service, I would say a little bit convenient as well as a little bit of control. Okay, so just like Amazon web services, so you can configure somewhere, but not that much in internally as compared to infrastructure as a service, right? So whenever you're coming into the on top of the pyramid, like a software service, totally total convenience. You don't need to control anything, right? Everything done by the Amazon web services and Google, all these services. You just use that, right? You just use those whatever the existing services. Okay, this way the cloud service models provides to the business use cases, whatever the business use case, based on your requirements, based on your budget, based on your manpower. You just pick this and suitable to your the custom, how the customers need, or what is the customer's main point to use your application. You just pick one, and you just go and develop your application and host your application using Amazon web services. So, and today's just I'm trying to mention computation in terms of what you mean by computation. It's EC2 is coming into the picture. So, but I really want to directly jump into the hands-on practice, VPC, how we create VPC. But I just want to mention like EC2 meaning an elastic compute cloud, so that it is like a virtual. I'm using now a laptop, but I can touch it, right? But this is like a virtual laptop somewhere I can create. I can I can choose my operating system. I can do a lot of configurations, and I can host my websites. All these things as well as. But here the catch is, AWS, you can scale it. Whenever like traffic is more, and it is going to be. Your resources going to be up, it is going to be do that, you're going to do all these things. Okay, so that is going to be very much helpful, right? Whenever, even not only that, you can load balance it. Sometimes your one computer is there, it is totally having more requests it is doing. You can have another resource to instance, or you can even vertically scaling that. You can do it like you can horizontally scaling, you can add more missions, all these things. Totally we're going to have it using elastic compute cloud. In terms of using what is elastic compute cloud, coming into the category of infrastructure as a service. Okay, right. So storage is also there. Amazon S3, it is going to be like you can store anything. We can call it Amazon S3 simple storage service. It store everything in terms of as a bucket. Bucket is like a folder, and inside of the folder we can store. All the objects, we can call them objects, and it is there very much each it can you can store like anything, multimedia and all the things, any file it can hold. Okay, so we can call that. And today's agenda is going to be how to BOTO3 I just mentioned, programmatically how can we do it, all these things we're going to do it. So now today's concept is the Amazon networking service. So in this we see how it is going to be. Yeah. So Amazon Web Services, networking services, it provides like what VPC, we can call it Virtual Private Cloud, and Virtual Private Network, Direct Connect, and Route 53, CloudFront, like a lot of these things, so that we can secure our how the connections are talking to our infrastructure, like EC2, S3, right? So our focus is totally on Virtual Private Cloud. What do you mean by that? It is like simple. You can have your own boundaries, how you are protecting your infrastructure, right? So it's like isolated section, and in that you're going to launch and manage your own resources meaning I just said it's like computation resources, databases, and storage services also. But right now networking is there and totally doing all this stuff, right? So next, how we are building this logically isolated virtual network, so that overall we are trying to secure our resources, right? Just like in our area, if you want to protect our home, we have to have a boundaries, right? Walls. Then all these things we're totally doing it. So that how we are going to do it? So we are going to do it in terms of security groups, network access control lists. We can call them as SGs and ACLs. And not only that, we're going to come control who is talking to our infrastructure. How, I mean, how do we isolate them? Some malicious actors there. How we going to prevent them to talk to our resources? Are we going to do that using subnets, route tables, and network gateways? Those are the agenda of today's tutorial. We're going to create them. Let's see. And how we understand, just to mention subnets and all these things. And I just subnet is nothing but it's just simple. You can understand it after getting all your big VPC, just like isolate section. Inside of that, you just carving out your VPC into some subpods. That's we can call it subnets. So how we can do it? Very big, like a very big real estate. When land is there, there's a very big land. But if we want to do any business with it, we have to carve it out into some small chunks of place, so that we can build some buildings, rooms. You can say whatever you want. Then after that, we're going to give to some people to they're going to rent them, and all these things, right? So that you're going to have a business. So just like that here also, we get just using our space, so that all people are going to use in a very, so that if you have that kind of subnet as a subspace, so that you can have your own rules for some rooms, who is entering, who is not entering, all these things you're going to do. So more control here, right? So, and net route table also, who is it's like a manual, who is what kind of traffic is talking to subnet, getting into the subnet. And in there is a gateway there that is going to look, the gateway is going to be attached to this route table, and that gateway is like a router. Without the router we can't talk to the internet, right? So here also same situation. So we are going into this whenever we are starting in the hands-on using AWS Learner Labs. Totally in that. After I just open that, but I just in a moment I'm going to start. So directly AWS, whenever you are powered up your lab, or when you powered up your root AWS account, default it provides some default VPC. But in that default VPC, based on the wherever your region, you may have multiple subnets and all these things. Okay, usually they are totally talk to internet, or directly talk to internet. That is default. That's why you need to have what, custom Amazon VPC. Today we're going to do that, because as a user, you are a developer, you are a businessman, you are a developer. For your particular application, you need to have your own space, right? So today we're going to create it. Why we need to create? So that we can secure our resources, our own isolated place. Okay, so all these things, network security groups. Today we're going to look into the security groups, ACLs. I'm making another tutorial for that. Let's see. And BOTO3 also I'm going to explain. But before going to BOTO3, I'm get back in. I'm just open my learner lab. Here is, this is my learner lab. Okay, you just click on the start lab. Okay, I think it is already started now. Again, I just clicked okay, unnecessarily. Let's see again. Okay, whenever it is comes into the green color, then your lab is successfully powered up. So click on that green dot, then it is going to open. Okay, let's click. Already some account opened, I think that's why it is showing something. So I just signed out. Let's see. Again, close this. Okay, let's leave it out. Again, click this. Let's see it works right now this time. Yeah, it is. It works. Okay. Okay, audience, just hold on. It takes some time. Okay, you got it. So our agenda is today what? Here on the top, here you're seeing the services search for. Okay, I'm just clicking. Here you're seeing all the grid and all the services you are seeing. And which region we are selected, this one is very important. Lana Lab only two areas are allowed, North Virginia US East one and Oregon US East 2. But okay, I default it to open US East one. Okay, leave it out, don't change anything, and all the things okay, fine. Okay, click on this search bar. Okay, just zoom it a bit. I am writing VPC, that is our agenda, right? So click on the VPC. Okay, it is opened. Okay, after clicked VPC, you are seeing like a create VPC. Okay, I'm directly creating VPC because it's a custom VPC, right? Okay, I'm not using it, so click on VPC only. Okay, not VPC and more, click on VPC only. For this tutorial I'm using that. Okay, I'm writing name like my name is Sharon, VPC. Okay, and I'm writing like that. Okay, now IPv6 address, this what is this one you need to tell, like just humans, we have ID cards like numbers, right? We are just like you, computers also, whatever the resources in internet, AWS also give you, telling you, you need to provide some addresses, what kind of addresses you need, so that each computer may have its own address, right? For that you need to specify how many IP addresses you need for your VPC. Okay, so I'm specifying like 10.0.0.0. Based on that it starts. Okay, now I'm writing like a 16. Okay, here what is mean by that? Here 10.0, first one we can call that like a network address. Those are fixed ones, because 16 meaning what? This 32-bit address in that, these are the 16-bit are fixed, and these are the going to be changed. Okay, we can call them host addresses. 16 meaning total 32-bit address, 32 minus 16 meaning like a 2 power 16 bits may remained, so 2 power 16, it's a 2-bit address, right? So a 2-bit meaning binary address, we can so binary 0 ones meaning we call 2 power 32 meaning 65,000 500, and how much, 65,532 I think, right? Let's see, 2 power 32. So 2 power 32 value how much? 32, no, I just need to have 16 na. Why am I writing 60? Okay, 65,536, cool, right? So that many IP addresses I'm asking from AWS. That is my VPC. Okay, that is very big land. Na? In that I'm going to host that many computers. Okay, each computer can have one address, right? Yeah, one private IP. Okay, let's. Okay, here get back into here. So that is the IP4 CD cider classless interdomain routing address. So you can give like not only you can write like 173 check, you can test it. I'm just using 10 dot for the explainer purpose, simplicity purpose. So just leave it as it is. Don't click on anything. Okay. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. It is totally very big zoom now. I think you can see it. Yeah, enough. So here I am using no IPv6 header. That is all default. Nothing. You default everything default. That's only header. After that, just click on right hand corner. Create VPC. Okay, it is created. Sharon VPC is created. My own space is created in terms of 65,536. Okay, right? 65,536 IP address space is created. Now next one is click on this. Okay, this one is on your hamburger menu. You're going to see like a lot of VPC related some lot of services. In that next one in the agenda, subnets. Okay, what I'm doing in my VPC, I just created VPC. I really want to create one subnet inside of that one room. Okay, like a one place, one small place. Okay, here you observe already 4 subnets are available, but that is created by the default like, AWS. Those are default subnets. Okay, representing two default VPC created by AWS. So I'm creating create subnet. Here button is there on your right hand side. This one. Okay, so click on the create subnet. Okay, now here what we do, we have to select which one. Your default subnet is VPC is there. I already created my VPC is there. Which one we need to select? My it's a custom VPC na. Custom, in that only we am try to create my own subnet. So click on Sharon VPC, my custom VPC. Then after that, come down, click on the subnet name. I'm writing like a Sharon hyphen subnet. That's it. Okay, maybe it's a public subnet. It will be nice. Okay, it will be public meaning it will talk to computers like it allows HTTP requests like that. Okay, share and public subnet and availability zone. I think this is what North Virginia US East one. In that it provides like six, 1, 2, 3, 6 availability zones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm selecting the first one, US East one here. That is fine for me. Okay, so this is VPCs I created 16 like say not 65,536 IP address. Okay, so here you need to tell out of that 65,000. Okay, out of that 65,000, how many computers you need for this subnet? Okay, how many IP addresses? I'm telling it in terms of 10.0.0.0 slash 24. What do you mean by that? Okay, so again 32 minus 24, what, how much, like 8, 2 power 8, 256. Okay, 2 power 8 means 256 computers and inside of the subnet will be created. I mean, in that 256 subnet, out of 65,000 computers, I am just creating one subnet that contains only 256 computers, right? Okay, let's see, check it. 2 power what, 8, 248 value, totally getting 256. Okay, that's very small subnet, but it's okay, fine for me. Okay, let's create subnet. Done. We created VPC, and inside of that VPC we carved out one subnet using a simple 256 IPs. Now we go for root table. Click on root table. Okay, create root table on your top right this side. Create root table, please, and then write. I'm creating my root table here. I'm writing like Sharon. Okay, public. Okay, Sharon root RT is enough. Sharon RT root table. And we need to select our VPC. Okay, this one is very important. Okay, a lot of people making mistake here. You are creating not for default VPC. You are creating for your own custom VPC. That is, I just given the name Sharon VPC, right? I selected that. Okay, directly click create root table. That's it. You created successfully root table also. Now you need to create next one is what, on your left hand side you can see the next one. You created VPC subnet root table. Now you are getting into the internet gateways. Click on that. Okay, so internet gateway, I just said it is like a router. Okay, with I need to create a router, meaning I need to purchase a router first. Okay, just think like that. Okay, I'm writing like a Sharon -ig internet gateway and create internet gateway. That's it. That's it. We just give the name and we created it. But the main issue, we have to attach it. Just like, whenever you purchase any router from your market, then it is going to magically not going to talk to anyone. Na? You have to connect like labels, right? Here, but here virtually we are doing it. We need to connect to what? VPC. Just click on that attached VPC on top of that green color. Okay, please select the VPC. Which one? It already I created my custom VPC. So select Sharon VPC. Okay, right? Done. Attach my internet gateway. Then my router is attached to my VPC. Clear. We totally completed VPC, subnets, root tables, internet gateway. Right? But I just to come back here to my root table, and in that root table, click on that root table. Okay, are you clicking? Okay, just click on the root table. After that, you are having look at that all these options. Okay, root table we I've just created, but we didn't give any roots. Okay, it is a manual, we need to tell them. So what I do here in that this side, you are seeing like on roots tab, you are seeing edit roots. Click on that, please. Okay, so in this destination, some default one route is there. It's a local connection only, but I need to create outside connection. So click on add route. So please write 0.0.0.0. What do you mean by that? Any outside, it's like an internet IP address. Any machine can talk to me like that. It is saying that is the meaning of it. Okay, click that, and on beside of that select already we created internet gateway. So I'm connecting to my root table. I'm telling the what is the route to internet gateway to outside all these things. Okay, so I'm clicking again down. I already created Sharon IG internet my gateway. I'm attaching to this route. Okay, any internet of people, any computer come up with this internet gateway. That is the route I'm giving. This is a manual. Okay, so Now that is the one, and save changes. Okay, root table is updated. Now we successfully configured our internet gateway to root table to VPC. That's it. Now all these things done. If anything we missed, okay, all the things correct, all the things okay, done, perfect. Now we are coming. Just scroll down, and we need to create next one, security group. Click on the security group, please. Okay. In the security group, already you two security, it's like a watchman, it's like a security guard. They provides, and who is coming to our room, I mean who is coming to our land. We can I mean some people like our family or our acquaintances, like our friends only allowed. Other than that, he may not allow any person. So we have to tell it. How can we tell it? So that first we need to hire that person, right? So I'm creating security group here. Okay. So here scroll up, and you just write that security guard name. So for example, I'm writing like a Sharon hyphen SG. Okay, is the security guard name Sharon hyphen SG. I'm writing some description here. Allows SSH and HTTP to users. Meaning what? What is the meaning of this? Simple. I just said one example. For my room, only like parents, for my family as well as friends alone. Just like that, oh, a man. Only for this, whatever I created VPN for subnet, for the only SSH and HTTP people alone. That's it. These requests only alone. Okay, we'll see what are those whenever we are creating our EC2. How then we going to look into this. You going to I mean understand how these things work. Okay, just okay, allow SSHTP. Okay, we need to select our VPC. It already selected default, but that is not the case. We have to select our custom VPC, so that which is Sharon VPC. Selected it. Now we need to type some inbound rules. We need to tell which one. I just said two things now. SSH and HTTP, like a family and friends. Okay, first we need to tell HTTP. I mean, which one? SSH. So type SSH. Okay, you just select that SSH. I think you selected. Now what do you do here? Come down source, I mean come up this beside source, right? Anywhere IPv4. Okay, are you seeing? Okay, what do you mean by that? Any public IP address can come using secure shell medium. Okay, again I'm clicking another rule. I said now family completed. Now friends, what is that? HTTP. Okay, select that. Again beside you have to select what? Anywhere IPv4. Okay, HTTP any request we can allow. That is the meaning of that. Okay, outbound rule, don't do anything. Okay, so click security group, create security group. Okay, I think everything is okay. I think then yeah, it is created. Our security group is totally hired, but it is not we hired, but it is not coming to work. When we will come into work after we okay after we check our totally we established our own custom VPC. Our land is totally ready. Our boundary subnet small room is also ready, and that is connect. That is going to be connected with outside world using internet gateway, using root table as well. Then security guard are also hired. Then to everything works. We have to check. We have to we have to deploy one instance. How can I say? We have to have some resource, right? So to check it out, what do I'm just to click go to search bar. I'm writing EC2. Okay, click on EC2. I really want to create one virtual computer laptop inside of my VPC. So that's what I'm doing here. Already I'm not no instance is running. Okay, how can we create instance? Okay, on your left hand side you can go click on instances, as well as you click on this also. But I'm clicking the left hand side instances. Here no instances is running, meaning I didn't create any instance. Now click on launch instance. So I'm trying to create my virtual laptop inside of the AWS data center. So I'm writing this name as a Sharon Linux machine. Okay, you can name whatever you want. Okay, I'm using Amazon Linux as it is right now for the demonstration purpose. Okay, that is a Linux machine. Okay, don't change Amazon Linux 2020 2023 kernel, fine for me. Don't change anything, that is also fine. Okay, layer 64-bit, don't change anything. Here instance type T3 micro, that is also fine, don't change anything. Okay, keep here, I just click, it's a AWS learner lab, so meaning VOC KV already there, just select that, keep it, it is like a password, okay, to your virtual computer. And this is the one, if you're, this is a network settings, if you can't, if you're not changing anything here, if you're not editing anything here, it is all directly created inside of the default VPC. But that is not the one we have to, we wanted, right? So we want to create, I mean, just click on the edit. Okay, so VPC, click VPC, you already created a Sharon VPC there, please select that one. Look at that now, already is directly selected default one. But okay, subnet automatic, we created only one subnet, 256 computers, so it is automatically selected, no issue there. So select auto as an IP as a enable. Okay, now security exists, a security group already created, so meaning I just select existing security group. Here I just come here, come down, and click on that. Already a default also there, but I really want my security guard, which is Sharon HG. Just select that. Okay, and everything done, you totally your virtual laptop, you totally placed inside of your created VPC, your custom VPC. Configure storage 8 gigs, fine for me, 8 gigabytes. So click on your right hand corner, launch instance. Okay, so if everything fine, meaning it is going to be green color, yeah, it is fine. So click on this instance ID, so it is open another tab, meaning all the your virtual, whatever the Linux machine you created, virtual laptop, I mean just Linux machine, the details is totally showing here. But what is the proof? It is totally deployed inside of your custom VPC. Simple. Here you are seeing na private IPv4 v4 address. What is that? 10.0.0.217. Meaning you created your VPC with what? 10.0.0 like 0.0/16. Na? Instead of 10.0.0 is meaning network address. It is there. But this is the one 270. This is the subnet. It is out of like how many, 256 in that 217. That is a subnet. Inside of, where is the subnet? Your VPC ID. Look at that. Sharon VPC. Subnet ID also. Sharon public subnet. Are you seeing? Okay. But before I am connecting to my, talk to my computer, I want to click on this subnet ID. Please click on that. Okay, because as a cloud engineer, we have to check any errors are there, because okay, let's see, otherwise we will have an error in connection. Let's see, it's all about networking, right? After clicking subnet ID, we are open another tab. In that click on the subnet ID, please. So I'm looking at the subnet ID and come down, and you are seeing some uh, tabs. So here I am looking like click on root table, please. Click on root table. After click on root table, on your right hand side you can see edit root table association. Okay, I am clicking on that. Okay, so after clicking on edit root table association, look at that, it is auto, subnet is not attached to the our created I mean root table. It is totally talking having default root table, so that's the problem. So our VPC is okay, but here that's why I need to change it to our own root table, Sharon RT. That is my root table. After that, you just save. That's it. That is the issue. A lot of students making mistake here. The machine is not talking because of this. The subnet is also configured with the totally all the created root table. That root table belongs to our custom VPC. Okay, so go back to your tab. Okay, so you done all the things perfectly. So please reload this. Okay, maybe zoom out bit. Maybe in your system you may see like this. No issue. I am just zooming out. That's why the controls are looking at this side. Okay, please zoom it like as reload. This is the reload button, just reload. So meaning the whatever changes we did, all these reflected here. Again I am clicking connect. Now I need to talk to my computer. So here four ways we can connect. This is a Linux mission, right? So I am using EC2 instance connect. That's fine for me. So here I am clicking connect. Whenever I am clicking connect, meaning another tab open. So in that it will load. If we didn't make any mistake, it will open. It totally the computer will, okay, it is totally opens, meaning the Linux machine is talking to us. So we totally did all the things. This is VPC. We successfully created a VPC and a subnet also created inside of it, and we created root table, and we totally created internet gateway and attach it to our custom VPC. Next, root tables we give two routes like SSH and HTTP, and those everything, all these things works, right? And after that, to test all these networking, we just deployed one EC2 instance, that is virtual machine. I mean, of using like a Linux machine, Linux operating system, and totally we are talking to it. That is the way. Now next, this is the VPC, and another thing is another agenda of the today's topic is what is BOTO3. Okay, what do you mean by that? It is like a Python. Just it's a software development kit. Whatever we are till now we are observing this one. It is what Amazon AWS console. With this, we can. It's a graphical user interface. We are communicating with the AWS so that we can create and we can configure our resources. But as a developer, sometimes you need have a more control. Like you going to create like scripts. You write your scripts, then with that scripts also we're going to communicate with AWS. That's we are seeing here. So AWS BOTO3 is basically a Python library. With that library we have the power to write scripts, Python scripts. That scripts going to totally create and configure and delete all these things we can do from your editor school, right? As a developer you can do all these things. Okay, so let's do one create a bucket. It's like a storage inside of our learner lab. Let's how we do it. So let's come back to your editor. So I'm just, this is my editor here. But before going into your editor, you have to check the BOTO version is enabled or not. I mean, in your system. So I'm using like a one, open my command line. Here this is my command line. I'm using like it's like it's not a VS code. I think one editor is there. What is this editor name? It is a Windsurf editor. Okay. So here I'm writing clear screen. Okay. So this is inside of that I'm terminal it is. Maybe if you want to use like this side, you can write like command prompt. Command prompt also open here. Okay, I'm closing this. Okay, here this is a command prompt. I'm in here C drive users HP. In this is my computer name. So inside I just want to check Python is installed or not. Right? We are writing Python scripts. So for that I'm writing version Python hyphen hyphen space hyphen hyphen version. So Python is installed. This is a version 3.115. So if you are not able to see this, you have to install Python. You can directly go and write in a browser, Google search, and you can download the Python file, and you just install it like a next. It will be installed. That's it. So next one we have to install BOTO3. That is not it's a standard, it's a standalone library. It is not directly come with the Python. I mean programming files. So we have to install separately. So I am writing pip install to install BOTO3. Okay, are you seeing pip install BOTO3? Just click enter. Okay, I already installed. That's why it is saying already satisfied. But if you are not installed, okay, you are, it is going to be taking some time to download. So okay, let's CLS clear screen. Okay, my BOTO3 is also installed. Now let's write some code here. Just to be there, be as it is. Okay, it is somewhere there. I think where is this file? I think D drive. I'm just okay. Go how to go there? D colon enter. Okay, so I just want to run that my file D colon, and it is in C drive D drive workshop. Okay, yeah. Now in this file my file name is test.py. Let's write that. Okay, if it is there, how can I know? Okay, let's test. Okay, it is there. Okay, so I am writing Python to run this script. Okay, this is Python space test.py, meaning I can run this file. But before running this file I need to write some code. But already here the some code is there, but I just want to check. Okay, I just want to, I mean, control comment all these things to check BOTO is installed or not. So I'm just using these two lines of code. What is that? I'm importing BOTO3. Okay, just basic Python stuff now. Okay, this is all these things also. Okay, and now here what I'm doing, I don't want to comment these things. Control S, and coming here I'm just writing like a python that already I wrote here. Okay, just on top I just want to run this file. Okay, yeah, okay, BOTO version is like 1.4018. Okay, fine. I'm deleting this. I don't. Okay, I'm just commenting those. Now next one, if anyone having issue with the installation of BOTO 3, you just use this command. Okay, py space minus m space pip in space install space BOTO 3. I think it will work because if you are using like now I'm using Windows 11. Okay, for that I'm not having any issues because pip already sometimes some issues it will arise in old and Windows versions. Okay, let's see. Now these are the ones. These are the ones just to comment out this. I don't want to comment this. Okay, just take out these comments. Now here already I'm just deleting this. What are these? These are we need to give credentials to our because lab is somewhere, na? It is not what I want to say. Just delete this. Okay, all it's like a strings of it. I'm creating three variables. We call them like AWS key ID, AWS secret, AWS session token. So where we get these key IDs. So go back to your browser and just whenever you open this, this is the AWS Learner Lab home screen. This is the lab screen. When based on this, you start the lab, right? So please click on the AWS details on your screen. Are you seeing here? Click on the AWS details. Okay, you are seeing like AWS CLI, right? You are totally, you need to have this. Just like whenever you want to use Google services, you are giving Google the credentials, now username, password. Same, we are doing same. Okay, so here AWS access key is there. So I'm just to copy this much only. Control C. Is it paste? Control copied. Control C. Come back to my editor. Control V. Okay, I key ID I just copied pasted. Now I need secret key. Okay, where is my lab here? Yeah, here I just secret key is there here. Access key. Just only copy that only. Don't copy like equal to also. Don't. Okay, Control C. Okay, where is my editor? Control V. Okay, done. Now I need what? Session token. Session token. For that I am coming here again. Session token is a very big one. Okay, please carefully copy this. Here, like coming here like this. Okay, I am copying a lot of things. Please do not copy all these things until then only here in this. Okay, I am not control that much. Let's see. Okay, yes. Control C. It's a very big one. Control V. That's it. You directly gave all these things and come back here. Totally created three variables. Inside of the strings you just pasted all the credentials of your lab. Now come back here. I need to, this is the main BOTO code. Okay, just take out these comments. Okay, Control S. Here what are you doing here? Just zoom in so you can understand better. Okay, here what I'm doing, I'm just creating, I'm trying to create what is my agenda here. I'm trying to create a one bucket. Okay, so get back to my here. I'm clicking on the search box, but before I just want to make sure any buckets are existed or not. Okay, let's come back to here S3. Click on S3 on your search box. Okay, click on S3. S3 meaning storage. You can store anything, right? Okay, so it takes some time to load. Okay, this is the one. First time loading meaning it will be different screen, but no issue. Here you can on your left hand side, please click on general purpose buckets, where this one it will come. Already it has three buckets. I think like my bucket, Sharon tutorial, then one two something. Three buckets are there. Okay, but I really want to create my bucket right now in this using this SDK, my code. So how to do that? First, you already gave the credentials, but credentials need to be feeded to this client method. Okay, this client method comes from where? BOTO3. BOTO3 already imported, right? So BOTO3 gives that method. Inside of that method, client method, we have to specify what service you need to use from AWS. So I'm providing S3. Okay, then region name already is the US East one. We have to tell it because another region we have to pick the region. That's why I'm picking the US East one. Then I'm setting up my credentials. This is a access key ID. This is a parameter. This is this client method having this parameter. That's why we need to write as it is. I'm sending AWS key ID. This already I created now here. Yes, this is the one. I'm totally passing it my variable into that key ID parameter. Same access key also a parameter. AWS secret access key. Again, I'm key AWS secret already I created here. That one I'm totally passing into this parameter as an argument. And AWS session token is a parameter, and AWS session token I already created this argument and a variable. I'm just passing into my passing into this AWS session token. Done. We totally created everything here. We just creating a client. Now let's see our connection works or not. Just control S and open your here only just right. What is that app arrow? Click enter. If everything fine, yeah, I totally connected to my AWS resources, my console using SDK. Perfect. Great. Now what I do, I just want to list out how many buckets are there inside of my one. I just comment, take out these comments. Okay. What do you mean by that? Here S3 already created the client. Look at that S3, right? So using S3, it has a power. It has totally lot of methods. It has its in its power. So I'm using list buckets of that. What do you mean by that? I'm storing inside of the buckets. I'm printing it out. Okay. Let's control S and again come back here command line and write python test.py. Let's see. Yeah, we are having some output, very big output. Inside of that big output, maybe I just want to check it. This is a JSON file. I'm just copying this. Control C. I'm coming to my browser. What I do here, I just JSON formatter. I just click on that so that we can see what is going on. Okay, here also we can look. It is not that JSON formatter. I think this one works fine. So maybe this is not suitable to me. I need simple one. Why these lot of big ones are coming? I'm looking at what I just want to make sense. What is the output of that? What we get the output? That's what I'm doing. Okay, this one also no. Not JSON formatter, JSON reader. Is it work? I don't know. All the things. Yeah, this one works. Control V. Just to format. Click on the format. Look at that. Here inside that it's very clumsy on that point of command line. So but we are looking at the just and look at it. In my bucket first one, my bucket 1413, just have a look here. Is it there? It is there. I'm just confirming it. Second one, Sharon tutorial, it is there. Is it there? It is there. Again you are seeing then one two. Okay, it is three buckets are there, right? Perfect. Okay, so let's get back to our editor. Okay, so we just formatted the given output and totally understanding what is going on there. Now everything fine. I really want to create my own bucket. Okay, here comment it out. I write like a Sharon SRU workshop VPC 111 like that. Okay, let's see. A bucket name should be like a unique ones, like a website address, like a phone number. No one having to have multiple like a duplicate addresses. That's why I'm writing like maybe some where I am created VPC one. That's why I'm just changing it to somewhere. So let's see it works or not. Again I'm listing out the buckets again. Control comment, take out these comments. Let's I need okay control S. Again I'm writing here. I'm running the script. Let's see it works. Okay, we are getting two outputs because on top of that lines also there. Yeah, no error. Everything seems fine. But right now what is my thing is is my bucket created or not? Let's see. Just copy this. I mean you can see graphically also. Look at that. But I need to reload this now. Click on the reload. Yeah, it is created. Look at that. It's very fast. Huh? Then now Sharon SRE workshop VPC triple double one double one. Perfect. but I'm just coming here, Control A, Control V, click on format. So is it there? Okay, and just to copy last part of the portion, that's why I'm not seeing anything, but no issue. But you are observing and graphical user interface, right? So I'm not wasting in the time in that. So here we are not only doing like that. We simply just coming to our like we directly created a bucket, right? Just bucket is created, right? Cool. Now we will list it out the buckets. We already seen the JSON and already formatted, and you observe how we read the file clear. And we listed out the buckets. I just showed you how to read the bucket using a JSON like online tool. That's it. How can we delete the buckets? How can we just like that? Okay, let's see. I just want to create the same bucket. I just okay here I'm just can't take out the comments. Again another comment is there. Again take out the comments. I just delete that same bucket name should be same, right? Here what is the bucket name? Hyphen 111111. Control S. Let's see. Again I'm printing the response also. Again I'm here coming here. Okay, click on that. Okay, no error comes, meaning okay, everything looks fine. So come back here again, graphical user interface, so that we see is it deleted or not. Okay, this is one. Okay, please reload this. Okay, again just get back into my three buckets. I created one four bucket, again one added one bucket, add four buckets, but now you only three buckets because that is deleted, right? Because inside of it no objects there, that's why it's all easily deleted. That's so cool. Okay, now totally we deleted the bucket. We just buy bucket, right? Okay, now we have to add some things inside of it, what we call a bucket. I mean by we create a bucket now, after that we need to add some objects, and objects having keys there. Okay, so name meaning we have to provide whenever we upload something, we have to give the where from local file we have to give specification from where it is located, and key we have to tell give the name also. Okay, let's see. Okay, for that also we have code how to upload calls. When I have to upload files, we can call them after that. Uploading files are known as what? Objects. Let's see, come back here again. I really want to create again my I just want to remove. Yeah, this is my code totally occupied all the space here. I'm coming here. I'm totally this one I just commenting out. I don't want to delete my bucket. Okay, create bucket already VPC triple one double one again. It will be created again. What I'm doing, I'm just coming here. I just want to upload file. Okay, how can I upload file? Already in my directory, this is where I'm doing all the work. Okay, did a workshop. Inside of that one pixel is there. One file. I want to upload this file. Okay, I already specified the code here. What do you mean by specify? S3 is a client there. Okay, and that is the power of using all the methods of it. BOTO3 is based on that. So upload file one method inside of that. What I am doing, I am providing where is the file is located, the location. Yes, D for workshop. That's fine. Again, I am specifying where is the. I need to write it all things. Saying all the sessions. Cool. So I am giving the that. Bucket name also. Okay, now I'm telling it is a key. I'm giving is the name as pick.png. So inside of the bucket the object name will be pick.png. That is the key. Okay, let's save it, and let's see if it works. Then we will see the output. Let's up arrow, click on that. If an error meaning let's see, otherwise. Okay, is it complete? Oh, yeah, it is completed, no error. Let's see, let's go back into our learner lab. Okay, okay, we just to reload this. We created our bucket again. The bucket came, yeah, right? Just click on it. Then inside of that any we uploaded one picture na, just it takes some. Yeah, it is totally uploaded. We successfully uploaded our pic also. Cool, right? Yeah. Now what we do, how to download that file. Okay, so we uploaded, we just want to download. Let's see. Okay, come back here, come back to my code, and I just want to come here. This is the file. Okay, I just want to download that file. Okay, so here again I just commenting this out. what happen here again, if I'm using it now, it is going to replace the file. Okay, because it's usually in a S3 default way, the versioning is off, meaning whenever you give the same name pic.png, the file will be replaced. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but there are no versions will be preserved. That is the thing you have to do. That's why I'm directly commented out. But okay, here I just want to download. Okay, this is the one I am specifying what. Okay, I'm just need to give the bucket name perfectly. One, what is the 111111, that is the bucket name I really want to download. What is the key? Pic.png. I just I where I want to save is what. Okay, maybe pick one pick png there, that's why I'm giving pick one.png. Let's see, control s. Okay, that's it. Okay, again I'm python.test.py. Let's see if it works. Okay, so it takes some time to load. Okay, it's completed. How we know? Come back to our file. Okay, you are seeing pic1.png. Okay, but I just want to see that when it is downloaded, I mean the details of it. Show, okay, not that. Show more options. Where is it? Properties. Okay, let's. You are seeing the zoom now. September 1. It is the correct time. Okay, let's see my time here. Here September 1. Time is what? Okay, you are seeing 11:49. So here 11:48. Okay, now just now it is there. It is downloaded. Are you seeing? So we totally downloaded our file using SDK, BOTO3 SDK. Are you observing what we are doing here? Okay, we can do lots of stuff. If you want to documentation of how to utilize all these things, not only S3, I'm just providing the link in the, the description. Okay, okay, here this is the one. I'm just showing you the documentation. Okay, here this is the one. Okay, this is the documentation. Look at that. You can have lot of methods here. You can click, for example, I want to delete bucket. You look at this is the one. If you want to look at lot of things, bucket life cycle and everything here. If I want to on versioning, maybe versioning anything there, you look at that, get bucket versioning. Okay, anything version, put bucket versioning, lot of things, bucket versioning, all anything. You just control F, you just try to find out. Even you can use AI assisted help, AI assistance in this also, so that you can talk to your AWS resources. You can establish your all the resources inside of AWS from your Python editor. Is it very cool, right? As a developer, it is very much empowering, right? Okay, right. And you can do a lot of things here. I said versioning is there. You can do that also. Bucket versioning is enabled. Again, a bucket version is suspended. Okay, let's have look. Just comment. Take out this comment. What happened here? That's what I'm mentioning. Okay, if I'm this one, before going into, just wait. I just want to do one thing. Okay, so that you can understand better. Here, what I'm doing. There is upload file. Yeah, this one. Okay, just to take out this comment. I'm not downloading file right now. I'm just commenting this. I know I don't want to download file. I just want to upload file again. Okay, what happened? No, control S. Before running this file, I just want to come back here. I just want to show you this pic.png. Again, reload. Let's see. Okay, now when it is created, just check the time. Okay, it is like 23:47, right? 23:47. Okay, so what happened? I'm just coming here. I'm just run this file. That's it. Okay, I'm just running this file. So everything looks fine. Yeah, it runs. Okay, what is the current file now? 23:47. Just reload this, please. This is the one. Reload 23:47 now. Look at that. 23:52. 23:47, right? What I'm saying, it is totally replaced, man. Whenever the key name same, that's it. S3 doesn't care. It totally replaced. But in our operating system, for example, in any folder, the same file name will be, it is asking, hey man, it is there. Like you want to replace it, some yes or no options there. You understand? Maybe you want to change the rename, it is totally saying, but here it is not there. That is the issue here. So what we do? We need to avoid it. For example, some versions are very much important for us. Yes or no? Maybe there is a new version is coming, but it is replaced, meaning the old version totally gone. That is not acceptable. What we going to do? We call it versioning. Meaning I need to preserve my even the we don't want even the replacing also fine, but it needs to be preserved. How can we preserve? But this is for simplicity sake. I'm just using p.png, but you understand the thing. For example, in GitHub it is there. GitHub, why it is famous? Because we're totally versioning control, right? So we are whatever the code you make, whatever the team of your members are doing, everything is totally preserved. I mean, in one buggy code totally doing lot of mistakes. I mean, a lot of problems. But you have before that lot of code is all preserved, so that you just go back there, you just start again. So it is very convenient, right? So here also I'm using this versioning. Okay, I'm just enabling it because it is default, it is disabled. Let's see, now I'm enabling the versioning, but the issue is this code is when after uploading the file, I'm just writing the code. So this is the interpreter, na interpret one by line it is going to work. So control is what happened again, the file is replaced. You observe what I'm saying. In the top is there, na again it is going to be uploaded. Again the new timeline will see. Again the old version will be replaced. Then next the versioning will be applied. Let's type this and type the code. Let's see if it works. Okay, done. Let's see. Come back to your console. Okay, this like let's observe time 23:52. Again, reload. Okay, look at that 23:54. What happened? Again replaced it. But let's see. Again run this code right now because versioning is on now. Okay, but we are not seeing it because the versioning is after the running of the code. Again replacing it. It is versioning is on. Okay, but now I am running this code. Okay, come back here. Just click on that. Okay, no errors. I'm uploading again. Let's see if it works or not. Come back here. Okay, so reload this. Okay, so here 23:54, is it the same? Maybe I just want to totally reload on top of it, then it will make sense. Okay, the issue I observed. Why am I not having anything here? Because I didn't mention my bucket name. Na, without mentioning bucket name, I don't know what is it is doing. Okay, 111. That's why the bucket is not applied, man. Okay, okay, but sometimes it's happened. That's why I'm not seeing any reflections there. Okay, are you seeing? I just the bucket name should be mentioned as it is. So control S. Okay, I don't know why it is the bucket name wrong. It should give some error, but it is not. Maybe okay. Let's see. Now it is going to be enabled or not. I'm just clicking like this. Okay. Now what I do again? I'm running this code, checking it's enabled is on. Again like this. I'm totally stuck on this. Let's see. I'm not going to start later, but sometimes this kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Now you're seeing. Yes, show versions. Are you seeing this one? Click on that. Yeah, whatever the file you are there, it is not new file is coming new time. Again let's run this code, let's check again. I'm another version will come or not. Okay, let's wait for some time to complete. Yeah, let's come down, click on the edit, reload. Okay, look at that, another version added. Okay, did you understand now versioning, how I am doing this versioning on or off? Okay, that's where you preserve your whenever you replace any files, all are preserved. Okay, so even you can disable your what is the versioning. So these kind of way we do all these things, right? Okay, okay, but okay, audience, I think, and thank you for watching my video, and I'll make very good videos, and please support me, and thank you all.